Hello, everyone. Welcome to GAVCON 5. There's a women's basketball game today, so we're not doing this live. It's not on 99.1 WIUX today. But it looks like IU's going to win, so it was worth it.
We are live from Studio 8 in the media school here at IU. We are with CJ.
Hey, y'all. I know y'all sick of me, but it's okay. IU's about to win this basketball game now. I think it's like 91-85 with like 15 seconds in the fourth quarter.
It's a high-scoring game.
Yeah. I'm from Detroit, so I can't say my allegiance publicly, but...
Okay.
He's from East Lansing, pretty sure.
Yeah, Michigan State's in East Lansing. I'm from Detroit, though, so I don't, you know.
I'm just joking.
You cannot say you're from Detroit and actually be from East Lansing. They're not even close.
Not even nowhere. I lived in Detroit all my life. Like, I went to Lansing once.
Like people from Chicago are allowed to act like that, but not from Detroit.
Yeah, people will be like,
no,
I'm from Chicago and be from like
an hour away. And I'm like, no, you're not from Chicago.
No, it's like that with like the Detroit suburbs too. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm from Detroit. Whole time they're from West Bloomfield. I'm like, girl, be for real.
Well, it's like people who say they're from Indianapolis and they just mean Carmel. They're just too scared to say it. I'm like, come on now.
Come on.
I'll tell everyone that I'm not from Indianapolis. I'll say I'm from Noblesville.
But that's
be proud of where you're from. Well, yeah, no one's like, ooh,
because everyone like craps on Carmel. Do y'all remember that like viral TikTok?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That was like a week ago. How am I supposed to forget that thing?
It was like more than they like shut after high school.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
I've been inside parts of it. I didn't know they had all those things.
I did.
Blew my high school out of the water, and I thought mine was really nice. So
when I was in high school, shout out to Bloomington High School South. Like I was on a debate team. And we went to Carmel for a high school debate. Mm-hmm. And one of the debate tournaments was at Carmel. And I had just moved to Bloomington. So Bloomington High School South was like really nice and suburban to me. Mm-hmm. I went to Carmel. I was like, this feels like wealth theft. Like there's no reason. Like I'm not mad that Carmel looks like that. I'm mad that other high schools could never even dream to accomplish something.
I know.
Like
I saw people saying that like on Twitter, like they're like, yeah, every high school should be like this.
Yeah. Like every high school should. And like I went to some pretty rundown places in my life because I'm, Detroit, as I say in every other sentence I say. But like schools in this country don't look like that normally. So it's not Carmel's fault that it's like that. It's why can't other schools even think to accomplish that? It is really big though.
But it's crazy. Yeah, they just have so many people. Also, the district is so big. Like
that's
a factor at least.
Yeah, because Carmel's like a pretty nice sized place.
My district has 2 high schools.
Yeah,
and like combined, they're slightly bigger than Carmel High School.
Yeah,
but Carmel High School is just one high school.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
That's part of it.
It's like the size of a small college.
Yeah.
Like if we combine all the resources of my district into one high school, we'd have some pretty amazing things too.
Yeah, that's true. It dwarfs the size of, because I go to Ivy Tech Community College in Bloomington, dwarfs the size of the Ivy Tech campus. Carmel High School does.
Wow.
It's not even close. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Honestly, this studio is a little bit nicer than the WIUX studio, I feel like.
Yeah, because the university funds this a little bit more than WIUX.
Yeah.
Like WIUX is on a budget. They can't just have like nice computers and stuff that works all the time.
They eating ramen noodles over there.
It's like the IDS. They're running out of money.
Yeah, except WIUX gets support from the university. IDS doesn't really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like the fancy version of the studio.
Yeah, and another thing is when we're in the 99.1 studio, like almost always B-side is playing music in their studio, and it's like pretty loud. Like you can, loud. I think the microphones even pick it up. Like
they do. I figured
a little bit.
I was like, there's no way they're not hearing it a little bit because like.
Yeah, because
sometimes they're playing it really loud.
No, because like last time when y'all interviewed me, I was like jamming. I was like, oh, okay. You're playing the good stuff up in here.
One time they played it extremely loud, and I was like, okay, can we turn it down, please?
They were in there vibing.
Yeah, they were.
Well, we get into some questions for CJ here. Do you want to start us off, Connor? I know you're. Looks like you're on your phone, but
I was texting my grandmother in case she wants to listen to our show later, because it's not live right now. It's just gonna be posted on YouTube.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you think I was doing? What else would I be doing?
I don't know. Texting someone pretty important.
Yeah, like my grandmother. Okay. I don't know what you're getting at there, so I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I'm not going to think about that too much. What are you laughing about?
Oh, there's lots of things to laugh about. But we are in front of microphones, so I will just
Yes, we are.
I will just I will just answer the questions that are asked to me directly.
That is a good idea. All right.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna ask the first question.
Okay, yeah, you can ask the first question. Man, we were just having an organic conversation. You had to ruin it. I'm going to shut my laptop.
We were
Now
having
you
an
can look at the
organic
question.
conversation, and then you were just on your phone. So
We had an organic one after that, too.
Drag them. No.
if you could make one change to Bloomington, what would it be, and why?
Ooh.
Whoa.
And why?
There's got to be a reason. You can't just do things around here.
One
many
change
questions,
to
man.
Bloomington and why?
I want Connor to answer this too.
Oh yeah, yours is gonna be the politician answer. Mine is like
I would change Bloomington to be exactly the way I want it. That's my one change.
I suppose more walkability on the outside of downtown. Like outside downtown and like outside the mall area, and even for the mall area, if we're going to be perfectly honest. More walkability, better bike lanes. I don't ride bikes, but I'm just looking out for my bikers out there.
Oh, thanks.
Like better walkability, better public transport. Like I'm an urbanist, so I believe in that cities should be beautiful and diverse in any way possible.
I think I said just one change, but
One change. I know, yeah. I would make it.
So
I'm
I
just
think
kidding. I'm just kidding.
walkability and bike lanes are two different things.
Yeah, I know.
Good try.
But like, better
I'm
accessibility
just
for
kidding.
people.
Yeah.
But one thing I would also like to change, and it sound like I'm about to announce a campaign or something. Like,
Thought you were getting away from politics.
please stop it. I am getting away from politics. No one believes me, but I'm actually out the game after May. Like more local convenience stores. I know that sounds a little funky, but like I think every neighborhood should have a corner store. And that's actually something I miss from Detroit. And I know that's sort of like big city versus small town thing. So like I'm aware of that difference. But like when I was in Detroit, you could say whatever you want about safety. And Detroit is a very car-reliant city, so it has its issues too. But I could walk to the gas station in one direction and to Dollar General in the other because it allowed for that sort of thing. A lot of neighborhoods, a lot of cities, and not just in Bloomington, but around the country, don't allow for like neighborhood stores to exist, which is
Mixed use development.
yeah, mixed use development, which is
So it's limited.
which is frustrating. So
Mhm.
I would like that because I would definitely like to have a neighborhood store that would be wonderful.
There's actually some spots in Fishers that are pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Like one area close to my high school, it's like a big neighborhood, but they also have a donut store, donut shop in there, and like some other small places.
And this is how like you can build character to neighborhoods and such. So
Yeah, because the closest thing I have to that is like the gas station near my apartment. Like,
Yeah. Well, I can walk to a really good Chinese restaurant. That's about it.
yeah.
yeah.
I guess I could also walk to the gas station, but it's a little bit further down, and like, why would I do that?
You can walk to Square Donuts.
I could walk to Square Donuts. I don't like donuts though.
But you guys live closer to like I don't know where you live, but I know you like live closer to like the more urban part of Bloomington.
Mm-hmm.
You don't live too far from it.
I live pretty close to campus too.
Yeah.
Like a few blocks that way. I'm pointing south.
I live Connor, you know where I live. I live
Yeah. Not close to anything.
Yeah, in fact, I'm just outside city limits, which is also an issue, but that's a personal one. That's that's not, but yeah, so those are some changes I would make, or mixed use development.
How about you, Connor?
I've been thinking about this for like the past however many minutes you just been talking. And I think there's so many changes I can make, but I would just like to make Bloomington have the kind of culture and economy that retains students who go to school here.
Yeah.
And because right now I could make up a percentage, it's probably like 95% plus of the people that graduate don't come back, at least, and don't stay here for sure, and probably don't come back ever except to visit. And I would like people to graduate and be able to stay here because there's plenty of jobs and fun things to do. And I think that would just be a self-reinforcing kind of an economic driver where all this talent comes pouring into Bloomington and then some of it stays. And then we'd have one of the most talented workforces in the state and possibly even the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I concur.
I don't know how that is going to happen, but because that's like a lot of things go into that. But
housing's part of it.
Housing is part of it. That's the end goal, though.
That's the end goal. Like people if they want to stay here, we got to make sure that they can, live and afford to be here. But we also need to
attract employers.
Yeah.
To make it affordable to live here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you have to attract small businesses who provide activities to do, fun things to do.
Yeah.
What about like entrepreneurship as well?
Yeah.
We have obviously a
top-ranked school of business.
Great business school, entrepreneurship major and stuff like that. It's kind of funny.
We also have a top-ranked music school. Yeah. So there's a lot of talent around here.
Someone should start their own business and grow it in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gavin.
Maybe.
That would be a really bad business.
We should start
I don't think I'll do good
an arcade. That's what we should start.
Oh my God. That would actually probably make
I
bank.
stole that idea straight from Ryan Shade, who's also running for city council at large.
He needs to do that.
He was like, I would like Bloomington to have fun things to do for people like me. Like, I would love an arcade here. And I was like, oh, yeah, me too.
Don't they have a bar arcade?
Yeah, but like, why does it need to be a bar arcade? Why can't it just be a regular arcade?
Yeah, because if it's a bar arcade,
how am I supposed
to
go there? I'm 20.
21.
Yeah. If I could make one change, it would be the tap water. There would be a sparkling water option. So
that is the worst change I've ever heard. That's the worst change I've ever heard.
If you at the water fountain, you can a regular option and a
there would be option. 2 spouts at every water fountain.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
One of them would be sparkling water.
That sounds like something that would be incredibly expensive to do.
Yep, sounds like something that would be in Carmel if it ever existed.
I just think everyone would support that. And
I would not support that.
I would not because I actually hate sparkling water.
Same here.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
That's expensive, and I hate it. So that's a bunch of reasons why we shouldn't be having it.
Now, if you was saying that our water fountain should have Propel water, I would be on that boat because Propel is scrumptious.
How about just some Sprite or something?
What if you just paid for a fountain drink instead of having the city pay for unlimited fountain drinks?
Speaking of the city paying for things, I'm sorry, this is a tangent. My ADHD is showing itself. Do you know about the Uber voucher?
The one with the Bloomington Transit?
Yeah, and you would get two $1 Ubers a day.
Yeah.
I can't get it no more. Is it because I live right outside city limits?
No, it's because they ran out of funding for it.
So they just shrugged their shoulders and was like, huh?
Yeah, there's limited funding, and then everyone found out about it and used it up in 2 weeks.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, if I was in City Hall, that thing would not exist. That's all I'm saying.
That's why we'll never have sparkling water fountains, but whatever.
There is no need for sparkling water fountains. Why are you going to make water worse and then give it to people?
How about a milk fountain?
I can get behind that.
God. I can actually I love milk. So.
I do too. All the milk haters out there.
All the milk, they can really bite me.
I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired of hearing people hate milk.
I'm tired of hearing about it too.
I don't want to hear the propaganda against milk. Let me drink my milk.
Let me drink my milk. And it's really just propaganda at this point.
It is propaganda.
How the milk dispenser though?
Yeah,
I feel like
it'd be cleaned.
it would be really tough.
Yeah, you would have to
Dude.
clean it. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna have like refrigerated pipes. Like, where's the milk coming from? How is it getting there? Do you
yeah.
have to, do you have to
don't
put
want to know where
jugs?
the milk's
Do you have
coming
to put
from.
huge milk bags there each day? Like, how is this working?
Yeah,
I would support this though.
we could figure
Make
it
people's
out.
bones strong. Like, it'd probably lower incidence of like osteoporosis and other health problems later on down the road. So it pays off in the end.
Hmm.
Plus, it's just good.
People will probably get sick though.
No, because the moment mold gets in there, it's wraps.
Well, that's why you got to clean it. So it costs a lot of money too.
Yeah, but like, human error.
I think they should start with one and put it like right at sample gates and just see what happens. And don't even label it. Just make it look like a water fountain, but milk comes out.
That'd be really funny. There's a water filling station in Hodge Hall, but it's just milk that comes out instead of water. Everyone's like, why is my water white?
The girlies would be mad because they would like go to get some water and then boom, milk comes out. They're gonna be like, "What?"
Yeah, all the milk haters would be raging against this.
It'd be
No,
like, is that milk?
They would be protesting on Kirkwood, angry.
Yeah.
If we ever do a podcast, there's gonna come a day.
We're doing it right now.
Well, I'm saying like if we like ever do like our own thing for whatever reason, the small chance, whatever. It's gonna have to be a day where we're gonna because I mean national politics is so funky and things happen in it.
Yeah,
all the
I don't know
time.
if I'd talk about that though. If I was
Yeah.
on the city council, why am I talking about national politics?
Well, 'cause sometimes-
you have like no control over.
Sometimes things happen that like completely dominate the conversation, like COVID
Sometimes.
or
yeah.
George Floyd's
Yeah.
death. Like
Are you guys gonna start one together? Is
That'll
that what
still
you're
have an
saying?
impact on Bloomington though.
we had talked about it. I actually
If I
really like-
win, like I think it would be beneficial to have someone who's on city council to
Yeah.
talk about the things in like normal words.
yeah.
You guys could do it through WIUX. Like do a WIUX podcast.
We could do our own
Yeah.
though. So
Yeah,
when I
we could also-
graduate,
yeah.
there's still
That's true.
infrastructure there.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Because it would be fun. Because I always want to do a podcast, and like you being on city council would provide a perfect.
Yeah. So then CJ could step away from politics and then talk
Oh
about
my
politics at the same time.
God.
Why are you keep saying you're gonna step away from politics?
I am stepping away from politics after the primary. Yes.
And why?
Okay. So I'll keep this explanation short and sweet because I could talk about this forever. But politics is fundamentally about service. Like, it is fundamentally about what you can do for your community to make it better. I am not naive. I perfectly understand that this never happens. However, I think politics is one of those few professions that your personal ambition should always take a check at the door. So I can't keep doing politics for my own personal ambition. Because if it was just my personal ambition guiding me, I would continue to soar. Because like I'm 20 and I'm currently running my second campaign. Everyone in local politics knows who I am, which is a funky feeling, by the way, because I've loved politics since I was 8. So, like, now that I'm, like, actually in it, I'm like, whoa, this is happening way too fast. But, like, I've ran a successful campaign, and I am currently running another that will be successful because I don't speak in negatives.
It's really willing it into existence right
Yeah.
now. Speaking it into existence.
For those who have no context, I'm running Connor's campaign for city council. Anyway, but like but politics isn't about ambition. It's not about ambition for yourself. It's about ambition that you have for your community, your state, your country, the world. And you can't find peace within yourself by trying to instill peace in the world. There are some things that I have to work out through personally in my personal life and my past. And, I ain't the first person with a sob story, right? Like, people struggle. People go through things. But in order for me to go into politics, I need to be the best person that I can be. So the things that I want to fight for have a worthy warrior for them. I do not feel like at this point in my life, I am that worthy warrior at all. And so I want to, because Connor teases me, but he is right. Like, stepping away from politics is extremely difficult because it has this extremely addictive quality. A part of that addictive quality, a large part of it, is politics is so massive that it makes everything else feel so small. So, like, a lot of people that are in politics usually go back in it because they feel like it's the only thing that matters. So he's right to tease me and to doubt me because I get it, because I doubt myself. But ideally, I want to take some time away to discover who I am as a person first, because there's a lot of things that I need to sort through as a person and as a man, a young man, that I need to figure out. And once I've gone through that process of self-healing, I might come back, because I don't know what a self-healed CJ looks like. I genuinely don't, because I've been, whatever, I've lived my life, sob story, boohoo, baha. But, like, I don't know what that CJ looks like, so I don't even know if that CJ would want to go back into politics. I just don't know. I'm not saying he will or won't, but I just don't know. So I want to take that break from politics because I don't feel I'm not at my best self on my best day. And that's a disservice for my community, whether it's gay, black, or just Bloomington writ large. But it's also a disservice to the things I want to fight for. So, because politics is not about me, it's about everyone else. So that's why I want to take a step away from politics. TLDR. I need therapy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's good to hear that, potentially you could come back at some point if that's what you wanted to do.
Politics has an addictive quality, so I don't doubt that I could one day be back. I just hope it's on the right terms and everything's good. So
sounds like a wise choice, and it seems like you've thought about this a lot. So
yeah, I actually have. And the reason, so Connor, when you asked me, I never told you this, but when you asked me to run your campaign, I was this close to saying no because of that reason.
No.
But I was like, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can't, but I'll try it, because me and you have become good friends. And I was like, I think he actually would make a good addition to city council. And you know this too, because I actually got another offer that I turned down that would have been better pay, but I was like, no.
And I said you should have taken it.
Yeah, he kind of was like, you should have taken the job. And I was like, I don't work for politics for money. I'm from Detroit. I'm used to struggle meals. But yeah, so that's why I'm taking a step back for however long. It could be a year, it could be 10. I really don't know. But it's, healing isn't linear. I know that much. So, but politics is addictive.
It is.
So
There's a few things that can make me step away, I think.
yeah,
One of them is if I get on city council and hate my life for 4 years.
yeah,
And then, I wouldn't step away. I'd step away from city council, but I'd do other stuff.
yeah,
Because I'd be like, that was not for me.
yeah.
Anyway, back to a different version of politics. The other thing's if I got a dream job from the National Park Service out in some other state, then I'd be like, yep, see ya.
Yeah.
I'm going to work as the person in charge of finance for the entire national park or whatever.
But only if you're unhappy. If you're unhappy and you got that offer.
No, even if I was happy,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this doesn't happen very often. I'm only living once in my life, so
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, nah,
Or if I got the opportunity to go on some really cool backpacking trips,
I'm gonna be honest,
the Appalachian Trail.
sounds like kind of with any reason you would just leave.
No, that's not. It's not any reason. I have to either really, really not enjoy it at all, but I wouldn't leave. I'd just do a different thing in politics,
I'm just kidding.
or get a dream job, or it takes 6 months to hike the Appalachian Trail. So how am I supposed to be in politics when I'm gone for half a
you
year?
trying to hike the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah,
We just
Or
talked about this 2 nights ago.
or the Pacific Crest. Yeah, we probably did.
Yeah, no, I was saying how I've heard because I'm a kind of horror story TikTok, and
Yeah.
half the horror stories in existence come from the Appalachian Trail.
I don't believe them,
Really?
so I'll go there anyway.
Yeah, so Connor's gonna laugh and say boohoo baha, and I'm gonna be like, okay, fair.
Ooh,
But-
baha.
No, see, because I was about to say something that makes complete sense and can be explained easily just by listening to it and using common sense.
No, because
But go ahead.
listen. So a crap ton of people disappear on the Appalachian Trail.
Yes, makes sense.
And apparently, I haven't done this myself, but the TikTok girlies, who can be trusted on some things and not on others, have like used the comparison of like if you put dots where people disappeared, and then you put dots where all the caves are.
Oh,
there's
I've
a lot of overlap.
Yeah, which makes even more sense.
But
you walk in a cave, you get lost.
But they're there are hidden communities in the Appalachian Trail. Like, okay, this is a little funky, I know.
Like Bigfoot communities?
No. Like human beings. Like they're just there. They just like hide away from like and this is not just an Appalachian Trail thing. Like this also happens in the Amazon forest, where like there are whole communities of people that are kind of left for the most part, if not completely, untouched by man. And like humans have to be a little careful because humans, as in everyone else, have to be a little careful interacting with these communities because they may not have immune systems that are up to us. So it's an extreme example of this is the Sentinel Islands and like the Indian Ocean, where it's like a community of people that have been left untouched by time. Like we think like they haven't had any other human connection outside of their island for like, I actually don't know, but at least centuries.
Yeah.
But perhaps even a millennia. Like they have literally just been there untouched. And we don't know their history. We don't know anything. And we don't go there because A, they're pretty violent. And two, if we go there, it would be like the second coming of Christopher Columbus coming to the Americas with his crew and then giving all the native smallpox.
Yeah.
And so like, but anyway, I digress. I just went on a little tangent there. Like, apparently there are like little pockets of humanity in the Appalachian Trails. And I don't know, it just seems, and by the way, there's a whole lot of legends, a lot of them based in native, the word is escaping me, but like native traditions or native stories that they tell their kids, right? And like, okay, it's just a lot. Okay, if you would listen, just look up Appalachian Trail haunted or Appalachian Trail like scary, and you will find.
And then type in fact check.
So you get Snopes. Snopes would be right on that.
And see what pops up.
Yeah, I actually try not to go through because the TikTok algorithm is relentless. Like if you like two things, they're gonna overload you with that type of content. Like, I made the critical mistake of like, because I was just swiping through TikTok because I just got it back like 2 weeks ago. And I liked this person's video. And I knew exactly what it was too. Like, it was just a funny video. But this person was like in high school. It was talking about something with Trump and I just found it funny. So I just liked it, right? And then I think my TikTok For You page thinks I'm a 16-year-old girl. Because I keep getting like all these high schoolers. I'm like, bro, why are all these kids on my For You? It's the weirdest thing. Like, I kind of want to delete TikTok and start over, but like the TikTok algorithm is relentless. And on my old TikTok account, like I was really into like slice of life nature TikTok. And my For You page, I didn't even get anything else. It was wild.
Damn.
Yeah, the TikTok For You page is crazy. No, but TikTok be irritating me because this algorithm is too confusing and like they don't know who I am, but that's a whole different.
I feel like it's like on the Instagram Explore page. I don't know if you ever use that.
Yeah.
I've looked at it on accident a few times.
The Instagram Explore page is also crazy. Like
it's just weird. Like if you tap on something like a couple times, then it'll just start
it
showing
will
you that.
overload it. Yeah, because like okay, so there's this TV show called Heartstopper, which by the way I suggest to both of you. It is the cutest show ever.
I've heard of it.
It's
I think my roommates watched it.
Yeah, like it is the cutest little show. It's on Netflix. It's 6 episodes, so it won't take you too long. But it's basically a little love story between two gay kids in Britain, and it's just adorable, right? It's the most adorable show I've ever seen in my life. I liked 2 or 3 pictures about it, like when it first dropped a year ago. My Instagram Explore page is still fluttered with Heartstopper content. I'm like, listen, the show was beautiful, but I'm over it. Like, please.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I am begging you. So, yeah.
That's funny. No, they know too much about us, social media companies. Like,
They definitely do.
because even the advertisements,
Are a little too on the nose.
yeah.
I've gotten several advertisements. Like, I've gotten 6 advertisements on Instagram about Lexapro, which if you don't know what Lexapro is, it's an anxiety medication. And I'm like, what is the universe trying to tell me?
That's funny.
Yeah.
No, because like they definitely know your like demographics and stuff. Like they can figure stuff out about you even if, without like.
And I mean, they could probably just like look on your Instagram page. Like if you post pictures of yourself, they're like, okay.
Yeah.
If you have a pride flag in your bio, okay, LGBT, Black youth, lives in Bloomington, Indiana. Like they can. It's wild. Like I really want to live a social media less life, but so much of our society revolves around it that I would be so out the loop, it would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's true. It's like even if you want to escape it, it's like everyone's on there.
It's like when I'm talking to people about like movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
And then I'm like saying nothing, just sitting there because I don't know any of the stuff they're talking about.
Yeah. But like on a larger scale, like.
Yeah. But this would be for everything.
Yeah, for everything. Because especially with our generation, like our whole culture is revolved around social media.
Now, you could talk to people who are older than millennials, probably somewhat well.
Yeah.
But like millennials and our generation and anyone younger than us, you'd be so lost.
Yeah. Our whole culture is revolved around it. So it's almost impossible to get rid of. Like, I actually had deleted Twitter. And this is before I got really addicted to Twitter. I probably would have been fine once I deactivated. The problem is that I deactivated Twitter, and then 3 weeks later, a week before the deactivation was done for sure, George Floyd died. And then, as we all know, with his death, the floodgates open of like protest and social justice.
Yeah.
I literally, as a Black person, was like, I cannot be disconnected from this. So I got back Twitter and I got back TikTok. And I've been on it ever since, more or less. So.
Yeah, I refuse to get TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually probably for the best. I feel like you can survive. The big 3, if we're counting old people, the big 4 social medias are Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter. You can probably survive. You can probably survive without 2
Are we
of
counting
them.
YouTube as a social media?
No, I don't count YouTube as social media.
No,
I think that's a whole
Definitely
different
is.
ball game. I think how people use YouTube.
Yeah.
People use YouTube like a social media, but I don't think it's a social media.
Okay.
But that's a whole different. We'll save that for another episode. That's a whole deep dive.
Well, then you could get into like Twitch and stuff like that. There's people that use that all the time too.
Twitch is definitely social media.
Twitch is big too.
I mean, it's not social media. Like I feel like social media is traditionally like posting things versus live streaming is kind of different.
Yeah, live streaming is a different beast. There's a lot of overlap for sure.
You can have live streaming on Instagram.
Yeah, but that's
Twitter.
not its main function.
No. Its main function is to post your vacation pictures and show off to everybody.
And show the world that you are happier than you actually are.
Yeah.
It's also
But
Reddit.
but Twitch isn't. Now Reddit is my baby. I don't care where the world goes. I'm keeping Reddit.
Yeah, I use
don't
Reddit
have Reddit.
sometimes. I used to use Reddit a lot more though, but
Yeah, I really like Reddit, but I would qualify Reddit. Is Reddit a social media? I don't think
It definitely is a social
well, the
How
thing
is
is
that
it's
not
anonymous.
it's. You can be anonymous on Reddit, and also like
You can be anonymous on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
But
you can if you set up anonymous accounts.
yeah.
but it's more anonymous on Reddit. I feel like
feel like-
because you don't follow individual people, you
Yeah.
follow subreddits. So
Yeah,
it's like
you follow. It's basically a blogging site, a blogging app.
That is like the core function. That's like the definition of social media. You're like sharing your thoughts online about specific topics with everyone. And your communities are about these topics. You can have that with Facebook too. You don't follow the people, you get added to a group or you join a group.
Yeah, we didn't got Connor heated over here.
And I don't even know how to use Facebook, and I know that exists.
Okay, I mean,
it is
right.
social media. People have too small of a definition.
I think you one time you said like email was social
It is
media.
a social media.
That's
Email? Email is not a social media. That is not.
true.
You've lost.
It is 100%
That is
true.
not true.
You had me on Reddit, but you've lost the plot.
No. Email is
Are you
social
okay?
media.
Is texting social media?
It could be, I guess.
No,
it's
no,
not. No, it's
Connor,
not.
no.
But Reddit definitely is. I take a more
Email is
expansive view of
definitely
social
not.
media.
Email is definitely not social media.
Yeah.
It's messaging. That's not the same thing.
No, it is. Whatever. It's social and it's media, right? You're sending the media through email to talk to people.
What
I
about
feel like
faxing,
that's
then?
too broad. Is faxing social media?
No, it's not social though. Like, what's the social aspect in
Where's the
sending
social
invoices to
aspect
people?
of email?
So how is
How do you know how many meetings I've set up through email?
you could also set them up through fax,
No one faxes anymore.
but they did back in the day.
Yeah, well, they don't now. So, okay, we're getting
We're getting way too off on a tangent.
That's enough.
That was fun.
We got into that like last year. I think that's how I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I did say that. And I stand by that claim.
It's just not true.
It's my most controversial opinion, I think. One of them, I guess.
I remember.
I don't know.
I remember one time you were like, the worst part of Taco Bell is the hamburger.
There's hamburger in Taco Bell?
Dude, hamburger and ground beef are the same thing.
Oh, okay. No, wait, no, because I knew that. I used to work at Taco Bell.
But do you really refer to it as hamburger? Like in the context of Taco Bell, it just sounds like you're saying there's hamburgers.
Obviously, we don't have hamburgers. You've been to Taco Bell.
I actually really want some
They
Taco
have
Bell
one,
after
one
this.
brain cell. You know, they don't have hamburgers. Pretty clear what I meant there. And yes, it is the same thing.
It just sounds funny to say the worst part of Taco Bell. Not is the beef, but it is the hamburger. I don't know.
All right, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it was really funny.
It was pretty
Hold
funny.
on, talk amongst yourselves. I got to put my phone on charge.
Well,
Yeah, going back to like Twitter, like the algorithms. Facebook has no idea who I am because I don't really use it.
yeah, I don't have Facebook.
It sends me a lot of notifications, and I look at them and I'm like, this is dumb. I don't care. Instagram doesn't know who I am either. I have a few friends that are like bodybuilders, and so it thinks that I like working out and stuff, and so it puts a lot of that on my For You page, and which I don't really go on very much.
You have friends that are bodybuilders?
Yeah, they like obsessively work out and stuff, and yeah. Well, they don't like compete as bodybuilders, but you know.
They're like gym bros.
Yes. Or whatever the female version of gym bro is. Is it still a gym bro?
Gym gal.
Gym sis.
Gym gal? Yeah.
Gym
That-
sis.
Gym sis.
So yeah. And like you get your yearly massive amount of bikini pictures from spring break and winter
Oh.
break.
But
And
that's
fall
everyone
break.
now.
And so that's what's on my For You page.
I don't think it's called a For You page on
Explore page, whatever
Explore
it's called.
page. Ooh, Connor.
I'm sorry.
You
man.
talk about social media like a 50-year-old man.
Yes, I probably do. But anyway, what I was getting at is the Instagram and Facebook, which are the same company, do not know me at all because I
That's
don't
good.
like. I don't like my friends do not have the same interests as me on those social media groups, but they think they do because I haven't given them any other data points.
I want to try something real quick.
But
I'd rather
Twitter does know who I am though. What are we doing?
Oh man, I saw this thing on here, and it had like applause, crickets, trombone.
That's
shot.
been your dream for like a year.
Ooh, baby, you pushing buttons.
Yeah, why'd you press the red button?
I was trying to do applause, but I don't think it worked.
No.
Oh man. Oh wait, you know what? What if I move this one up?
Well, you playing with God.
Oh,
You
no.
playing with God.
Okay, yeah, it worked.
I couldn't. Connor, if we ever do a podcast, we can't have that. That's too much power. I
No,
can't.
our podcast will be low tech. We'll have a microphone and a computer,
And a computer.
and we'll just sit right next to each other and talk.
Can we get
about stuff.
headphones too? These are really cool.
Well, I don't know. Is that in the budget? I don't know.
A podcast on a budget.
I'm not making any money from it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right.
I don't know if these sounds are actually recording now.
They
I'm
might.
not 100 because I don't see them on the screen. So, but I just played a applause, crickets, and trombone sound. So
Yeah. But anyway, what I was saying was that Twitter knows me really well because I get a lot of housing stuff on there and like
No, yeah, my Twitter knows
urban
me.
policy things. And
Yeah. My Twitter knows me pristinely.
even though sometimes it has like views I don't agree with on like the recommended, but like it's still about the exact same topics that I care about.
Yeah, it's just NIMBYs going on
Yeah.
tirades, yeah.
But honestly, it's probably good to not have an echo chamber and to have a balanced number of views on there. So
Yeah, I do. I follow 670 people on Twitter.
I only follow like
About-
100 and something.
I need to go on a detox, but it's a lot. To unfollow 400 people is a
Might
lot.
be like 200 people that I follow actually.
But I actually really like that sound. What was I going to say? Oh,
Sorry.
Of the 600 to 70 people I follow on Twitter, about like 15 of them are Republicans. I got to spice it up a little bit. Keep it fresh.
I don't know if well, other than my friends, I'm not counting them as like Republicans. That doesn't count because they don't really post about politics.
You have friends that are Republicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got enemies that are Republicans.
Well, I'm sure I do too.
I got ops that are not.
I'm sure I have enemies that are Republicans as well. I just don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So they show themselves though.
You know what they say? Keep your
Friends
enemies
Friends
close.
Yeah.
Enemies.
Keep your friends close.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah. I don't have any enemies to be keeping that close.
No. Yeah, I actually don't have. I do have Republican friends now, but I didn't before I moved down here. Cause
He came from Detroit. So.
yeah, which is a
There weren't very many Republicans there to
yeah.
begin with.
Detroit is not very diverse, but that's because it's 89% black.
Yeah.
And as you know, 94% of African Americans vote for Democrats. So
And I know the other 6% personally.
no, Connor told me about that. Apparently, he has like 4 black Republican friends, which is something.
Well, I wouldn't call them all friends. Some of them are certainly not friends. Huh?
Enemies.
Enemies?
No, not enemies. I just know them.
You just know them and roll
So-
your eyes when you see them.
Yeah. I'd say I don't like one of them. The other one, I'm like, I'm going to steer clear because, there's some red flags there. Yeah, okay, actually, I don't really necessarily like any of them.
That is all right.
One of them I don't like. The others are tolerable, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm not like going to become friends with them because
You know what's one black Republican who I want to be friends with?
who?
Christian Walker.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get Starbucks with him. I want to get Starbies with him.
No, you're going to hear him complain about like the cream in his Starbucks or whatever.
But that's okay, girl. That's the black gay liberals too. Like, they put too much cream in here. I'll be like, girl, shut up. Whole time it's my brother.
Yeah. I just steer clear of Starbucks. And I think my life's been better for it.
Why are they putting up all the? Sorry for those who are listening. Still,
Something's going on here at the media school.
yeah, they're moving
time.
all the chairs.
I don't know.
I guess it's none of our business. Is this plexiglass? Like, is this like that thick stuff?
This is like bulletproof glass, I think.
Is it? Oh, that's.
If you say something really spicy, someone wants to shoot
Yeah.
us or something.
It's public figures,
Yeah. I have a public figure. That's why my windows are really tinted on my car. Just so no one can see.
Okay, Kennedy. No.
Yeah, I was planning this out a long time ago. Or actually, my grandfather was. He was like, I bet my grandson is going to run for office and need tinted windows.
We love Grandpa Wright.
Should
It's
wrap it
actually
up,
Grandpa
maybe.
Bailey.
Oh,
Grandpa Wright is
What?
the other one.
the other one.
Yeah.
Actually, both my grandfather. Well, one was a deadbeat, and the other was dead when my mother was 3. So like, I never had a grandpa.
Yeah. Well, I still have both of mine,
Yeah, how's that?
but I mean, it's good.
Do either of you?
I'm not going to complain about that.
Do either of them ever take you fishing?
Yeah,
Oh,
both,
my God.
but especially
eye roll,
on my dad's side, Grandpa Wright.
Grandpa Wright.
Yeah, because there's a couple ponds around where he lived, and well, he and my grandmother live. They still live there, I guess, and so we go fishing. Yeah, but I've also done fishing in Florida too with my other grandfather.
Mm-hmm. See,
Not
that's
very
why
successfully,
I need a granddaddy.
but I did catch a fish right at the end on accident and swam right into the hook. I didn't bite it or anything, and that was fun.
I feel like I'll be a bang fisher.
I don't really like fishing, honestly. I used to, but I never liked to touch the fish, and then I eventually realized that I probably shouldn't be fishing if I didn't want to touch the fish.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty core component.
I just lost my grandpa in like November, but
Oh, I'm
we
sorry.
went. Yeah, thanks. We went on a like family fishing trip like many years ago
Yeah.
in Alaska. That's like the only time I've been
Did you
fishing.
get like salmon fishing?
Yeah.
Ooh, no, because salmon is so good.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I'll eat
Yeah.
all kinds of
No,
salmon.
it's good.
Yeah.
Hey, all the
Like-
vegetarians out there, I'm eating a bunch of
Nah,
salmon.
listen.
Like,
Yeah.
smoked salmon.
I used to not like salmon when I was younger, but that's because I had those taste buds.
No, listen. To the vegetarians out there in the streets, I really rocks with the cause. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
rocks with you. Like, I'm your homegirl on the other side. But I'm on the other side because I cannot stop eating salmon. Like,
I just want chicken and salmon,
yeah, I can understand.
and basically any kind of fish,
I'm
and
about
also
to
shrimp.
I'm about to break the 11th commandment of being black. I don't like chicken like that. I like chicken sandwiches, but that's like
Yeah.
it.
Well, I don't really like
Yeah.
that kind of chicken, but like chicken in general.
You,
I can't just give it up. Like there's a lot of forms of chicken out there, and a bunch of them are really, really good.
The reason I don't like chicken is because for the 17th time, y'all, I'm from Detroit. So,
Is that all they have up there?
well, no, but when you live in
Detroit-style
Detroit,
pizza and chicken.
no, Detroit style pizza bangs. And
I
I'm down
don't think
that
I've
hill.
ever had that. It does not look appealing, though.
It's scrumptious, scrumdelicious.
Can't be better.
Don't
than,
even say anything.
St.
I know you're
Louis.
gonna say don't.
No,
I knew he was gonna say that.
but the reason I don't like chicken is because my mom used to cook it all the time.
Oh yeah,
Because it was cheap, apparently.
yeah. Chicken's not that expensive.
Yeah, and like when we were living in Detroit, we were poor, and
Mm-hmm.
she would cook it every other day,
Oh yeah.
and I'd be like, "Mama,
No, it's like me at right
let
dining
it
hall.
let it go, like baby."
I mean, I like chicken, but I've had chicken like half the days of the week.
Yeah,
Because it's
like,
all they keep having it, right?
it's all
Like,
they keep
eating it.
having. Yeah, so
Yeah, you get sick of it.
yeah, after
But
a
if you
while,
think about it, like that's a really delicious meal to not be expensive. So
yeah,
yeah, we probably should be wrapping it. up.
Yeah, we're at 48 minutes.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's enough talking about
been-
food.
It's been a good GAVCON 5. We improvised a little bit today, but
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
really, if we ever get canceled again in the future, like this is a great thing we should do.
yeah.
We should just do this anyway. No, I'm just playing. Yeah.
No, I'm good. We can do both at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is fun though. CJ, thank you for coming on the show.
of
Yeah.
course. I will always be a guest if y'all ever need somebody to, because I don't be having nothing else to do. I don't got a job, so.
Got to get working on that.
I'm actually going in next Thursday for an interview with an internship with the Bloomington Housing Authority.
Oh, nice.
nice.
Nice. So you did get the interview.
I did, yes. I was scared
Congrats.
I wasn't because I sort of like took forever to respond to an email. But yeah,
Yeah.
I got an interview.
Yeah.
So
All my
nice.
friends are taking forever to respond to emails and almost losing out on jobs.
yeah.
Yeah, one,
No,
one,
for
one of mine
real.
did lose out, and I'm like, wow, great job. Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Well,
But if that
congrats.
falls through, there are 2 internships I'm looking at. One with the mayor's office and one with the city clerk. So I got backup options. And they all pay $15 an hour. So
Getting out of politics by taking an
oh
internship
my God.
with
I am
a
trying.
political organization.
I am trying. No, you know why I got to take internships to pay $15 an hour? Because those are the only things that pay $15 an hour here.
Yeah.
That, cook, and cattle it. And I already worked the cook. And That didn't
You
end
should
well.
try Catalent then.
Oh, girl, no. No, honey.
Okay, we got off track
yeah,
again.
we
We're
did.
trying to wrap up. All right, anyway. Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm CJ Miller.
I'm Connor Wright.
I'm Gavin Gorski.
You listen to GAVCON 5. We'll be back. No, not next week.
Spring break.
Yeah.
We'll be
And
back
not
at
the
some
week
point.
after either. We'll be
figure it
back in
out.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
But hopefully live. We should be live. I don't think there's any more basketball games going on then. And so we look forward to having that show. Be sure to tune in 2 o'clock on Friday.
Yep.
Yep. And have a great weekend, whatever you're listening to this day. I don't know. Anyway,
Have a good day, y'all.
Bye-bye.
thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.